Hi dear students, in this video I am going to talk about the classification of solids on the basis of force of attraction between constituent particles. In the first video we have done the classification of solids based on the arrangement of constituent particles. This is a second part of the chapter, the solid state. Classification of solids on the basis of force of attraction between constituent particles. Solids can be classified into molecular solids, covalent solids, metallic solids and ionic solids. Let us start our discussion with the molecular solids. Molecular solids, constituent particles are molecules. Force of attraction is van der Waals force. Force of attraction is van der Waals force of attraction. It is generally very weak. Molecular solids has sublime property, sublime in nature. So sublime means on heating solid directly convert into the gaseous state. Again these can be classified into three types: polar molecular solids, non-polar molecular solids, hydrogen bonding molecular solids. Here force of attraction is a dipole attraction in the case of polar molecular solids. Here dispersion forces are London forces. Other name of dispersion forces is London forces. In the hydrogen bonding solids, hydrogen bond will exist, right? Examples for the polar molecular solids are HCl, NH3, SO2, solid state. These are in the solid state, etc. For non-polar solids are I2, P4, CO2, etc. These are non-polar molecular solids. And hydrogen bonding solid, best example is ice. One molecule of water can form 4 hydrogen bondings. Students, in the molecular solids, The constituent particles are molecules. Force of attraction is van der Waals force of attraction. Generally these have sublime in nature. The property of molecular solid is sublime in nature. Again, these can be classified into three types. Polar molecular solids. The force of attraction is dipole-dipole attraction. Example, HCl, NH3, SO2 solids. Non-polar molecular solids, force of attraction is dispersion forces or London forces. Examples, I2, P4, CO2, etc. Hydrogen bonding molecular solid, name itself indicates it is force of attraction is hydrogen bonding, and example for this is ice. In the ice, one molecule of water can form 4 hydrogen bondings. Let us continue our discussion with the next type of solids, that is covalent solids. Second type of solids is covalent solids. Covalent solids. Constituent particles are atoms, and force of attraction is covalent bond. In this type of solids, many atoms are bonded through covalent bonds to form three-dimensional giant structure. Example for the covalent solids are diamond, graphite, boron nitride, silicon carbide, etc. Diamond, graphite, boron nitride, silicon carbide, etc. We know graphite is best conductor of electricity. Next, let us discuss about the next type of solids. Next type of solids is metallic solids. Which contains metal cores, with sea of electrons. The force of attraction, we can call it as a sea of electrons. Force of attraction is metallic bond. Generally, students, when we take some metal wire, it will contains the positive kernels with the sea of electrons. These are the kernels which are having positive charge and many electrons are present. This is called as, there is a force of attraction, electrostatic force of attraction between positively charged metal kernels and electrons. Sea of electrons is present. There is a strong electrostatic force of attraction between kernels and the negatively charged electrons. That is called as a metallic bond. Generally, metals has metallic solids, that means metals has high melting points, boiling point, and high density also, right? The properties of metals we are not discussing here, it is not important. Entire chapter will talks about the crystal structure, that is mainly about the cubic crystal. Next type of solid is Ionic solids. Ionic solids. Ionic solids. In the ionic solids, constituent particles are ions. Constituent particles are ions. That is, oppositely charged ions are present. Force of attraction is ionic bond. Ionic bond. Generally, melting point and boiling point is very high for the ionic solids. For ionic solids. And in solid state, these are insulators. Because ions are tightly packed in the crystal lattice. Tightly packed in the crystal lattice. But in molten or in aqueous state, these will conduct electricity. Due to presence of free ions. And ionic solids are soluble in polar solvents. Ionic solids are soluble in polar solvents. Students, this is about the classification of solids. Thanks for watching.